Hello everyone, and welcome to the wine review. I'm Ryan the Wine Guy, bringing you a wine from South Africa today. It is a Pinotage Fairview 2014. This is what the bottle looks like. There is a 2015 out right now, but I got the 2014 first. It is a 14% alcohol by volume. It's a wine of South Africa, as I said. Produced and bottled at Fairview by Charles Beck and the Fairview team. It is imported by Vineyard Brands. Established in 1693, the Fairview cellar is nested on the southwestern slopes of Parle Mountain, just 40 minutes from Cape Town. I'm the third generation of my family to make wine here. Our pursuit of excellence and originality has led to the discovery of many unique vineyard sites, and we have introduced new grape varieties to the ancient coastal soils of the Cape. It was a privilege to produce this wine for you. A little bit about the Pinotage. It is sourced from a number of vineyards in the coastal region, perfect for growing this varietal. This wine was matured in a combination of French and American oak barrels, enhancing its rich, ripe fruit. It has aromas of mulberries, black fruit, vanilla, and spices, and has a subtle mouth feel. Dishes such as bobotie, sweet and spicy Cape Malay curries, and braided barbecue red meat will be complement to this wine. Here is the wine in the glass. Pretty dark, which is what you would expect from a Pinotage, which is a grape, sourced from South Africa. It is a South African dominant type of grape, so you would find Pinotages from South Africa. I did one, I believe, a while ago for you all, which I enjoyed that one. So here I am doing another one. Let's start with the nose. Oh yes, definitely good fruit. You get red fruit, a little bit of dark fruit, sort of like dark cherries, strawberries, those mulberries they were talking about. Definitely light spices. Definitely vanilla, really standing out. Just a touch of earth. Just an overall really well profound wine. I mean, it's not as strong aroma as some other wines, so you really got to take your time sniffing it. And then all that does come to play. So you do sort of have to really sniff to get what's coming out on the nose. on the palate. Wow. Perfect core fruit at the start, followed by that layer of vanilla oak. Hints of a little bit of spices. It's not a huge spicy wine as some other Pinotages are. There is a sort of light spice on there though. But the fruit, that rich ripe fruit, and that vanilla just sort of really melt in the mouth. Leads to a dry finish. It is a dry wine, well, of course, but it does lead to a dry finish. So there's not a whole lot of mouth-watering acidity going on. This is definitely a wine you want to pair with food. You want to eat it with maybe, as I said on the back, curries, barbecued, something with some spice, something with some kick, to sort of really bring out the flavors in this, which I had a little bit earlier. I had some chicken with Old Bay seasoning, and it was pretty good. So it is a long finish though. The finish is strong. It is a little harsh finish. And when I say harsh, I don't mean like it's a bad finish. If you're someone like me who doesn't mind full wines, doesn't mind those spicy wines, doesn't mind those powerful finished wines, you would like this. So it does sort of at the end sort of give you that little tickle in the back, just sort of leaves you with that kind of rough, like, wow, okay, this is some powerful stuff. That's what this does at the very end. So like I said, those nice fruits and that vanilla at the start, and then finishing off with this spicy, just really kind of a little bit of like you can taste it, like you can taste this like dryness at the very end. It's good. I like it. Because it is a Pinotage, and because they do have a 15 vintage, these are wines that typically you would find almost every year, every other year. So they're those types of wines where I can't imagine you wouldn't really want to age this wine that much. So I definitely say it's good. It's perfect to drink now. I wish there was a little bit more on the nose as far as aromas go, and as far as the harsh finish, which I don't mind. I wish it wasn't so abrupt, because it's almost as if it's that fruit, that vanilla, and then all of a sudden it's just like this dry kind of burning sensation in the back. But that's really the only flaws I have. It is a good wine. It is a delicious wine, especially if you have it with food. So I do give them props for that. I'm going to give this 4 out of 5. A 4 out of 5 wine review. If you're going to drink it by itself, you need to keep just having sip after sip. So that way you don't have to deal with that hardcore finish at the end all the time. But other than that, very phenomenal wine, very great. Every sip I just look forward to that vanilla oak, that ripeness, that mulberry, that sort of dark cherry, maybe a little bit of plum in there. Just hands down, just huge fruit bomb at the start, and that vanilla. So it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I would have to get to dunk the whole star just because the finish is really abrupt with its uh, dryness and spiciness. Um, but other than that, that's the only flaw I have. Um, Maybe I will try the 15 here later in the year. I know I keep saying, oh, hey, I'll try the next vintage because it's out, but pretty soon it's going to be time for me to start going back and retrying new vintages that are out. Um, can only have so many different wines out there that I decide, hey, you know what? I've had enough Cavs, I've had enough Merlots or whatnot. Whenever it gets to that point, so maybe I'll make it a priority to do a few newer vintages of wines that I've already tried that I know that are out. But until then, everyone, enjoy this nice uh, Fairview Pinotage from South Africa, 2014. This is the bottle one more time. 14% alcohol. And as far as price range goes, I think this is right at the $15 range. Could be as high as 20 some places. It could be as low as 10 or 11 everywhere else. I think this was exactly like $14.99. Wasn't on sale, so I got my discount for like, I don't know, $11.99. So you just kind of really have to look and see. But until next time, everyone, enjoy this wine when you can find it, where you can find it. It'll be in a small section. South Africa sections aren't usually large at liquor stores. So if you have a liquor store near you, go in and ask if they have a South African section and look for this beautiful wine. Well, as always, everyone, it's been great reviewing wine with you. I'm on a roll again of good wines. Hopefully, knock on wood, I keep trying good wines at 3.5 and above. So, see you all in a couple of days. Cheers.